gifted hands to rescue countless hearts beating on the brink.
I refer to him as the King of Hearts.
Dr. Denton Cooley not only dreamt of how far medicine could go, he was innovative and courageous enough to lead the way.
And he's played a big role in helping our country have the very best medical care anywhere.
Denton Arthur Cooley was born in Houston in 1920 into a family of trailblazers. Denton was bright and athletic. At the University of Texas, he excelled in academics and on the varsity basketball team. Even then, he had what it took to lead.
The will to win, the determination to be the best, the teamwork.
After graduation, Denton trained his talented hands to perform heart surgery, first at the University of Texas Medical Branch in Galveston, and then at Johns Hopkins in Baltimore. Even as a young surgeon, Denton had incredible speed and dexterity. In 1951, his talent and his heart brought him back home to Houston. Denton was hired to teach at Baylor College of Medicine and to perform surgery at Methodist Hospital with the great pioneer, Dr. Michael DeBakey. Throughout the 50s, this collaboration produced groundbreaking innovations, including new instruments to sustain a patient during open heart surgery.
Dr. Cooley picked up enough materials from restaurant supply houses and hardware stores in Houston to make his own heart-lung machine, and he did a successful case in April of 1956.
Both Cooley and DeBakey had brilliant minds, but their clashing personalities led to a bitter rivalry. By 1960, their collaboration ended. Denton moved his practice to Texas Children's Hospital and St. Luke's Episcopal Hospital, where he founded the Texas Heart Institute.
He wanted to develop an institute that was concentrating on research and education.
At the Texas Heart Institute, Denton became the first to operate successfully on newborn babies with congenital heart defects. He also performed an enormous number of surgeries for adult heart disease.
Most surgery goes sort of like this. You do this, and you do this, and you do this. But you move forward. Dr. Cooley just went forward. Everything was just A, B, C, D.
In 1968, Denton completed the first successful human heart transplant in the U.S.
I'm inclined to be optimistic about the heart as a transplantable organ, and I believe that it has more resistance to some of these rejection forces.
The following year, as the world was enthralled by a man walking on the moon, Denton completed another astonishing feat, implanting an artificial heart into a patient. 3 days later, when a human heart became available, Denton replaced the artificial heart, but the patient died 2 days later from rejection. Some said the operation was too risky, but most viewed it as a triumph of modern medicine and surgery.
I think it's fair to say that Denton has a maverick streak in him, but so did Sam Houston.
In the decades to come, Denton focused on heart bypass surgeries, operating on some 20 patients a day. As Denton grew the reputation of the Texas Heart Institute, he was also helping make the Texas Medical Center the largest in the world.
They didn't come to Houston because of the weather, you know. They came here because they could survive with heart surgery. In other places they couldn't.
In 2007, Denton reconciled with Dr. DeBakey several months before DeBakey's death. By the time Denton Cooley retired from the operating room in 2008, he and his team had performed more than 100,000 open heart surgeries, a world record.
There are a lot of hearts out there that pump for a lot longer than they might otherwise have had it not been for Denton Cooley.
As a Texan, and particularly as a fellow Houstonian, I'm proud of all he's accomplished.
Tonight, we honor Dr. Denton A. Cooley as a history-making Texan for his breathtaking advances in medicine and life-giving care to countless patients.